Tonight we're gonna do a stir fry. So I got some scotch. Mama's got some wine. We're gonna make this happen. All right, let's go. So we're gonna turn on the stove. We gotta get the stove ready. Gonna throw in some coconut oil. That'll be enough. Let that melt while we prep some stuff. All right, first things first. Get some mushrooms ready. We're gonna rinse those in a second. Get some onion. We have to get the onion on fry right away. So yesterday's thing told us that yesterday's video told us that we had a lot to learn. Video format, stuff like that. So I love garlic. Everybody loves garlic. In our house, everybody loves garlic. And I love onion. But we just got to make sure that we're using everything that we want to use of this. And no, I'm not a chef. I feel under pressure now, but I'll chop up some onion and garlic, get that going in the oil here in a second. Alright, so we're going to get the garlic and the onion simmering here. Nobody likes onion skin, except for people that like onion skin, I suppose. All right, we'll let that brown. Don't want to overcook it. Okay, so we got some vegetables to cook. My wife has prepared some seitan. And I call it Satan. She's we pre-cook stuff, but it's a protein supplement, so I think it's pretty bland. I'm not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian, but I think it's pretty bland. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna toss this in the. We're going to toss this in the onions and the garlic here to make sure that it gets some flavor in it. Okay, so we don't want to see how the garlic's brown in there. We don't want to let it burn. So we got to keep this moving to ensure that it doesn't burn. Turn that down a little bit. Throw some salt on it, give it a little bit of flavor. Maybe some pepper. But the garlic there is starting to brown a bit, so I want to watch that. Yeah, we'll just let that cook for a second. You need your wine, love? All right, so we're gonna throw the seitan in there. I like pork chops and stuff. I like pork chops. I like, but because of diet, we're gonna go with this tonight. So just let that simmer a little bit, get the flavor. Get the flavor in there. Got some salt and pepper. It's good. It's good. Take the mushrooms. Gotta rinse these guys because they presumably die if you don't rinse these. I don't believe it though, because we cook it. Like our mushrooms. Needed a sip of scotch while we cook. Ooh. So we'll throw this in the seitan and mushroom mixture here and onion mixture. Just the mushrooms will leak a bunch of water here in a bit, so that's just let that go. Well, what we will do is we will throw in some carrots and some beans here. These carrots are going to take a little bit longer to cook, so because we're going to stir fry into that. And then beans, we're going to carrots are good. Beans will be good. We'll just grab a handful of beans, black beans. We'll throw those in there as well. We'll stir that up. It's starting to stick to the bottom of the pan. So, excuse me. We'll grab a flat wooden spoon. So we got this going a little bit. It looks a little bit dry, but we're just gonna wait a little bit. So we have this simmering over here. We got the seitan, we got the carrots, we got the beans, and we got the mushrooms with a little bit of seasoning in there. So we'll let that just kind of burn up. We're gonna reduce the heat a little bit. Then we'll go cut the vegetables that we know that cook quicker than the other ones. Personally, I don't really care about washing some vegetables because when you bring it to heat, I just assume that it kills all the bacteria, but that's an assumption. Take your own risk. All right, so we got some peppers here, and we're gonna go with peppers here. And then we have some bok choy. Recently purchased from the grocery store. I've never really cooked this before. Like I said, I don't follow recipes. Looks good. Like, will that kill you? Maybe, I don't know. So we'll get rid of it. But other than that, looks pretty good. I don't know. So we'll probably do 2 of those. Rinse those off. Okay, so we got peppers, which we want a little bit al dente, and we got bok choy that will really soggy right up. So we're gonna wait a minute. We're gonna go back and stir this. Now, when we talk about stir fries, I'm pretty simple. I don't like sauces. My wife likes sauces, so we're gonna compromise. Excuse me. We're gonna compromise. We're gonna grab some oyster sauce. Gonna grab some oyster sauce. Gonna get it on there. So I don't know. We don't follow recipes, but we're just gonna put it in there as it makes sense. So tastes fine. Then cover it up a little bit. It's almost ready. We're gonna grab the veggies, stir them in. All right, so I don't use a lot of salt. I don't use a lot of seasoning, which I prefer. So here we are. Nope, we got a piece of carrot there. Soldier down. There's enough sodium in this guy here to satisfy all our needs for that. So that's gonna go there. But then what are we gonna put it on? Got some, we cooked it in a rice cooker the other day. So we gotta heat that up quickly. So it looks like quinoa rice mixture from Costco. So we gotta warm this up. I don't like microwaves. I know some people love microwaves, but I personally don't like microwaves. We got a really nice microwave. It's this guy over here, the Panasonic. Really nice microwave. I try not to use it. So we're just gonna heat this rice up here. I don't know why it's smoking. Probably shit from that's on the stove there, but rice and quinoa and stuff. Wife's telling me I need to turn the fan on. I think it's fine. I just want to keep this turning. Bok choy's getting a little bit limp. Still a little bit crispy in the, so that's fine. Just let that go like that. We're gonna stir this up a bit. Shut the heat off. That'll just steam. Remove it from the heat. That'll steam and that'll be ready. So now I'll just move burners. So shut that off. Move burners. We'll cover this. We'll steam it for a second and let that get to temperature, and then voila. Okay, so we're heating the quinoa mixture. Water. Heating the quinoa mixture. Let's just grab some water. Just gonna pour it in there, and then let that sit for a couple minutes. Wait till it warms up, gets the temperature. All right, I forgot the broccoli. Wife said I needed broccoli. We got some bok choy in there. No broccoli today. Okay. So we got the quinoa mixture there going. You know, it'll stick to the bottom of the pan. It'll burn a little bit when you're reheating stuff in the pan without a bunch of oil. So we'll take this. You know, give about a cup serving. About a cup serving. Give about a cup serving to each of us. And we'll take kind of the stir fry. Not a lot of seasoning on it, you know, each to their own. You know, it's got the bok choy, it's got everything you want. So probably take a spoonful of the big stuff off top on each of our plates. So as much as comes off top without the beans and stuff, right? And maybe a little bit more of the beans and the sauce and a little bit of sauce on it for each of us. You know, looks pretty good. Looks like a big mouthful of food. And then I like the jalapenos, so let's put some flavor on there. And then that's our dinner tonight. So lessons learned in my first video is people didn't say, "Oh, Josh, you didn't post how it tasted." So I don't know. I really don't know what could taste bad here. We got some bok choy, we got some seitan, we got beans, we got quinoa mix, and some other great flavors. I'm not huge on spice, but I can't imagine this will taste horrific. But just to appease the naysayers of the newly formed YouTube channel, I can't even cut this stuff. Just hold on. This will be fine. No, it won't. That's fantastic. Could we use more salt? Absolutely. Not going to though, because salt is one of those things you want to limit, in my opinion. And other than that, like everything's cooked to in my mind, perfection. So I think this is great. Flavor's good. Got a little bit of heat from the jalapenos I added on top and the garlic that's in the stuff. So I think this is a beautiful meal. Really fortunate to have this. That's all for now. Thank you.